Morning all from a gloriously sunny and frosty Cotswold. It's looking stunning out there. There's a bit of mist. I'll see you at the end of the video if I can show you, but mist, sunshine and frost, it's just beautiful. I wanted to get in touch for the first time in a while with all of you because I've got something, a little story I thought that might be worth sharing. And I think particularly at the moment where people are so focused on how do you choose the right direction in health and how do you do all the right things to keep yourself healthy, I would like to present a slightly different approach. I hope it's not that different actually, but people quite often, when I've spoken to people about certain products or routes they can try towards their health, I would get the kind of reply where they said, let me only try this one first because I want to see which one of them works, which is totally valid. I can understand why people might want to know what's working amongst the things they're taking. So the difference is my own story, and I thought it gets a bit personal, but I hope you don't mind. I'm currently perimenopausal, so I'm one of those beautiful, joyous periods of my life where my hormones are just going crazy, just like my girls who are currently both in puberty. And I have always, but since my mid to late 40s, I started when I first started taking USANA's. At the time phytoestrogen. It's now Estropro. It's a particular product that is formulated specifically for the female hormone system as it heads into that phase. And I started taking it before I had any symptoms because my approach has always been, well, let's give the body what it needs as you're heading that way, rather than waiting for things to go wrong. And a couple of years into taking it, I must have been 48, 49 by then, I decided to stop again because I thought I have absolutely no symptoms yet. I'm obviously nowhere near the perimenopause yet, so probably don't need it. And so stopped. And then realized that actually a few little things did start coming up. It was nothing major, none of those horror stories you hear, but there were a few little symptoms. So I went back on it. And I'm now 53, and over the last 3 years things have started getting irregular, and I also admit I had the odd night sweat every now and then just before I was due on, and didn't think much of it because I thought I can handle that. That's obviously just what my body's like. Well, in the last few months, and as ever in those situations, without me consciously realizing it, things crept up and increased, and suddenly I was finding myself with 3, 4 hot flushes, bad hot flushes during the night, then a couple during the day. And all of a sudden I paid attention to this and I went, hang on, there must be more I can do. Why are you just sitting back accepting this? Do more. And I remembered a Chinese medical practitioner who practices traditional Chinese medicine, who is fantastic. And I started seeing him a few months ago. I then also spoke to one of the doctors I know through USANA and asked if it was safe for me to double dose the USANA supplement. She suggested there was no risk in me trying it. And I personally am happy. I wouldn't recommend this to anyone as an official advice, but I was happy to do it for myself. So I've done that. And at the same time, a friend of mine in Germany told me what a herbal product she was recommended by her doctor. Well, cut a long story short, I'm doing all three. I'm double dosing the USANA supplement. I'm taking the product, the herbal product actually turned out to be black cohosh, and I'm working with the Chinese medical practitioner and drinking his lovely herbal teas, and having acupuncture. Well, it's taken a week or two, but the hot flushes have stopped completely. All the other symptoms are slowly subsiding. I had itchy skin on my feet and small things that I didn't even realize was related, and I'm now realizing was related to my hormones. So it's a couple of little things, but they're all disappearing if they haven't already disappeared. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is there was a part of my brain that went to but I don't know which one of them are the ones that did it. Which one of those is the one doing the job? And actually, the reason I'm doing all of it is because I don't care. It doesn't matter to me which one of them it is. I bought 1 pack of the black cohosh, which I will finish. My treatment with the Chinese practitioner is finishing. So I had 3 sessions or 4 sessions and I'm done there. And I will finish the 1 black cohosh pack and see what happens. Now, if things get worse again, then I can buy more black cohosh and see if that alone does the job. If it doesn't, I'll go back to the Chinese medical practitioner and we keep working at it. But I think in certain situations, I'd encourage you not to worry too much about knowing exactly which product does the job, and instead just do everything you need to keep yourself healthy and comfortable and functioning as best as you can, because that is more important than knowing which one it is. And you can drop them off one by one over time and see what happens. But for starters, if you are already in a position where you are uncomfortable or whether you've got any symptoms, throw everything at it. That is healthy and safe, of course, and see what happens. And with that, I want to wish you a lovely day. Now, let me see if I can camera around. I wonder if you can see that. Let me wander. Oops, sorry. And just show you this beautiful view. Because that's also health. Seeing that out in the morning. So have a wonderful day. You the very best. Stay healthy and do everything you need to do that. Bye.